everyone, and welcome back to Becoming the Product. I hope your week started out great. My name is Naya, your host as always, and today's episode is something I want to share. I hope you enjoy it because I feel I need to say something very loud and clear. Digital products are products too. Yes, that Notion template that you created, that ebook that you wrote, that Canva workbook is not just a little something. It is a legit product and it counts. I think we've been conditioned to believe that only software with code or apps with dashboards qualify as real products. But let me tell you a quick story. When I was first experimenting with content, I didn't have a tech product to show. But what I did have was something my audience kept asking for. Now, how do I map out my career goals as a PM? How do you put a plan in place? How did you do it? How do you keep track of what you learn, apply, build? What do I need to do? Like all these questions kept coming up from people who had listened and were also trying to transition into PM and didn't know how to do it. So I looked at how I did mine and I created something I call the Smart PM Roadmap. Simple, yes. Basic, maybe, but it solved that problem. And it hit me that I had just gone through a full product lifecycle, all on my own. I had listened to what my audience was talking about. I had created a solution that solved the problem with no engineers, no roadmap meetings, no code needed, and it was just me and my users. So let's break this down together. Every good product solves a real problem. Your checklist, if you created a checklist, it solves confusion. Your template, that saves time. That helps people with time. Your course, when you do a course, it gives clarity. And then you test it. You share it with your audience. You get feedback. You make changes. And you ship it again. What does that sound like to you? It literally sounds, or that is literally product iteration. Just with PDFs, as opposed to using APIs, basically. So let's take your side project. Let's look at this from a PM's point of view. Maybe your newsletter, maybe your podcast, maybe your YouTube channel, or a freebie that you've been sharing. You created an ebook, a free ebook, and you started sharing it. Look at the process. Let's look at the process. Number one, you identify the gap. That's user research. Number two, you created a solution. That's the design and the delivery. Number three, you launched it. That's go-to-market. Number four, you tracked interest. That is analytics. Number five, you updated it based on the feedback you got. That is iteration. And you say that this is not product management? You don't need to have product manager in your LinkedIn title to be doing product work. You just need to be solving problems and thinking like a builder. So now here's the fun part. That digital product you created is not just something to give away. It's part of your portfolio. Ensure you document your process because you'll be able to turn that into a case study. And you write a post. You created something, you're not talking about it. I would not advise you to do that. So write a post about it. You can title it "Why I Created So and So," and share what works. That's why documentation is key. It's not just about you driving out your podcast or all that. Ensure you document what worked, what did not work, and how you approach it the next time. And now you've gotten real product evidence, something that you can even share in interviews, something that says, I don't just talk products, I also build products. So here's what I want you to take away from this episode. You are already building products. Even if it does not live in an app store, even if no one hired you to do it, your idea, your execution, your user feedback, that is the real deal. So please stop underestimating the value that you've made. It's not fluff. It's not just content. It is an actual product. And that is all the proof you need to give you the confidence as a PM. If this episode made something click for you, you can check out my second mini course called Side Hustle Stories. It's all about turning your content that you're already creating into a product portfolio that opens doors. And don't forget to download the Smart PM Roadmap. It is totally free. It is a great way to map out your next step, especially if you're figuring out how to build proof without a formal title. All the links are in the show notes. So I want you to take this as you leave here today. Digital products are proof, not placeholders, and they deserve a seat in your portfolio. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Thank you for sticking out to the end. I hope you were able to get something from this. Like always, you can always reach out to me on social media, LinkedIn, Instagram, or if you're subscribed to a newsletter, you will definitely get something from me every Monday, same time that the podcast drops. Thank you so much. You're not just learning product, you are becoming the product with me as well. Have a great week. I'll see you next time.